Hello, everybody, coming to you live from Naples, Florida. Good evening. Happy Friday. I'm riding with my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV. Hold on. Yeah, I just realized I was using the wrong microphone, but now I'm using the correct mic. Why are you seeing this? There you go. Oh, I haven't had any IPAs. It's just I pressed the wrong button. But in any case, here we are. 118 of you. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. I think we have good internet, so it's gonna be a good stream tonight. And I'm looking for a window here that I can't see where all my comments are. Comments and reactions. Here we go. Yeah, because I am. You know what? I just got here. I usually set this up better, but I just got here, and I had this set up for 2 monitors, but we've been having a problem with my second monitor. As you know, it is usually being acting up, but we have a second problem. Apparently, it's interfering with Ili's internet. So now I'm like, I don't use I don't use the second monitor usually here, and I don't have it set up right now. In any case, welcome everybody. Let me say hello here to everybody. Brandon, Stargel, Andrea, Monica, Lucky Dog Productions moderator. Thank you for moderating. Hey, Mr. Remy of Webmaster Desktop. The RV DJ, the bar's officially open. Yes, it is. Today we're having, I still have a bunch of New England IPA. This one is called Don't Worry. So I'm like, don't worry, be happy. And this one is from Wormtown Brewery in Worcester, Massachusetts. So cheers, everybody, and welcome to the show. Good evening, Robert. We are crying here in northern Illinois. It's been snowing on and off all day. Too early for this. Well, it kind of rained here, but it was 78 degrees this afternoon, maybe 80. So we're not complaining about the weather. And it was cloudy and kind of ugly all day, but now, right at sunset, it kind of cleared up a little bit. So we got a glimpse, a sliver of sunset on the horizon. William Irizarry, Robert. Jeffrey DeBartolo. Hey, Robert from New York City. In New York. All right. Happy Friday from Ottawa, Canada. From the capital, Joey and Colleen, Lyle, Grimm. Lovely city, Ottawa. At least that area where we visited. It's been too long. It's been, can you believe it's been 8 years since we visited Ottawa? Amaranto Cabrera. Hello, Robert tuned already. Hey, Amaranto. And we've got Domo Arigato, Mr. Robato, Janice the Potter. Where are you? We're in Naples, and we're staying at this RV resort. It's actually gonna be a sponsored video. They actually, they invited me to come here. They paid me, and it's a nice place. It's a nice RV resort. It's a good way to discover new places, and I'm definitely gonna make a video. I spent some time at the pool. Yeah, pool. Here in mid-November, they have a heated pool. It was nice. I even went to the beach the day before yesterday, which was lovely weather. And today we did this sunset cruise. That we saw dolphin. We saw all the houses of the rich and famous here in Naples, and it was great. Colin McSherrill, what were your impressions of New Hampshire? Where did you visit? I loved New Hampshire and Vermont both equally. Of course, Mount Washington, and we got unusual good weather at Mount Washington, which I hear is usually not the case. But yeah, the sun is just setting in Naples. It's pitch dark in Michigan. Actually, the sun set like at says about 5:40, about 5:40. So we just saw it, and then the boat just sped back to the dock. So cheers, cheers, Chris Bartlett. Thank you. Cheers. Earl Wilson, hi from sunny California. Just finalizing my plans for a 7 week back road trip. No. Yep. Well, I'm kind of planning already the trip, the summer road trip, which, by the way, Barry Jones, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Really appreciate it. It's, yeah, we've been here for a whole week almost. So, so it's been a good week. I mean, we've been working during the day and then the afternoons. Uh, Going, we went to yesterday. We went to eat at this place, the same place where we got the boat today, Tin City. They have two restaurants and a bunch of shops. And the day before yesterday, we went to another restaurant in this area called the Village. It's in North Naples. It's a nice town. The only thing, it's really becoming overpopulated. There's traffic. There's a lot of people everywhere, but it is what it is. Hey Jim, traveling Robert, we're here. Gabby, Journey Rider, and even Ryan, and of course Barb too. Temps starting to drop. Snow in the forecast. Get down to Florida, quick, quick. Don't wait. Dylan Reynolds, hey Dylan, what are your plans if Alaska doesn't happen? I have two plans. I'm either going to do the Lewis and Clark route, or I'm going to do the East Coast, or both. Ask Remy. Tin City, yes, lots of traffic. Well, you should know this area. We also cruised around downtown yesterday. We went to the pier. I mean, we've done pretty much everything there is to do, or a lot of many of the things that there are to do in this area. Tomorrow we might go to Marco Island. I don't know. Tired of lobster rolls yet, Robert? I can never get tired of lobster rolls. But let me tell you something. The other day, as soon as we arrived, we got back. It's I decided to get some Florida lobster, and it's a totally different animal if you think about it. And I kind of missed the flavor and the texture of Florida lobster. I mean, it's different. It's different, and I got a paella from this place that I love here in Miami, and the paella for two comes with two Florida lobster tails, and that was amazing. But yeah, that I could eat Maine lobster rolls every day. I could eat it every day. The Northwoods RV Live just dropping by to say hello. Say well, hello. And hey, Gabrielle from Journey Rider, Ryan and I, and Jim and Barb, of course, are there too. Garces on the road. Te invito a unas chuletas tomorrow. We are 10 minutes away from you. Well, let's find out what we're gonna do. But yeah, the chuletas. Oh man. PM me, send me a message, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. I don't know what the plans are. I think we're gonna go down to Marco Island, and I don't know yet. There's also this planned community called Ave Maria, and it has this interesting looking church. We might do that too, but I don't know. It's Saturday, so Willie doesn't have to work, so we have all day to play. So. Maxine Oliver, hi, I will be listening in again while driving. Looking forward to your next big trip. And we're not going to have any big trips until January, really. But next week we're in the Florida Keys. MOS, we had flurries here in St. Louis today. Brrr, sunny southwest Florida. Sounds nice right now. It's been nice. We've had great weather. The first day we arrived here, which was last Sunday and Monday, one night it went down into the 50s, believe it or not, but yeah. Snowing in Nebraska since last night, lots of wind, just some flurries, no sticking. And I'm actually looking forward to some winter RVing. Not winter like Michigan, but winter like colder weather. So that's what we're gonna do in January, and in December we might do a quick trip to Pelicamp. Uh, Actually, my neighbor was complaining that one of the alarms in Minitini was making noise. I'm pretty sure it's the CO2 alarm, and it's gonna be making noise until that battery runs out. And but Sunnyvale is a hidden gem. We loved it. We only cruised around Sunnyvale once, but at some point we have to go to Sunnyvale. Are you going to the Tampa RV show? Yes, 99.9%. We're gonna go. And rub on the road, no snow here, just rain, drizzle, showers, and lingering mist. Typical British day, really. Lovely. What's the name of that place? I'm looking for a great paella. Best I had was at Bongo's. Well, actually, I'm gonna say the name of the place. It's called oh, what's it called? It's a Portuguese place. It's called Old Lisbon, Lisboa Antigua, Old Lisbon, and it's there on Coral Way, Miami, and they deliver. So what we do, I mean, it's a little pricey, uh, but and I'm torn between the Old Lisbon paella and the Casa Juancho paella, which is more of an Asturian style. Actually, it's not Asturian, but it's drier, and and it has scallops for some reason. So, but both are great. Tin City kind of touristy. Looking forward to January when we return to Florida. Yeah, it's touristy, and we didn't really buy anything at any of the places. I had a coffee at one of the places there, and then we ate at the restaurant for old time's sake. There's that Riverside restaurant or whatever it's called. I forget the name, but they have a Cuban mahi melt that is delicious, delicious. Hey, my mom is here. Tell everybody, say hello to my mom. Hey, hey. And here we go. Oh, she's been I've been ignoring my mom. No, that can't happen. Uh, Greetings from Sprague River, Oregon. Oregon. 1 day of snow so far for us. And this next summer, what I want to do is do a little bit of Oregon and kind of zigzag our way through Oregon. When we finish, if we, I mean, that's the plan A. If Alaska will be plan A, plan B. That'll be Lewis and Clark. And once we get to the mouth of the Columbia River, we can zigzag our way down to Oregon. And I wanna, of course, visit Bend, Oregon as well, Glacier Lake, a bunch of those. No, Glacier Lake, no, Crater Lake. Great, oh my gosh. So yeah, Northwoods, Gym in DC, Red Jaguar. From Rainbow Springs State Parks, that's one of the places. That's in Donellan, Florida. That's one of the places that I wanna visit. Maybe in January, if we can do. I mean, we're not gonna be able to stay at the state park. Let's face it. But it's a day trip driving distance from Pelicamp, so we can just make a day trip from Pelicamp to Rainbow Springs. This winter in Florida, you have no idea how hard it is to find anything. Oscar Schroeder State Park is a rustic place to camp when if visiting Venice, Nokomis area, and lovely beaches. I think I've been to that Schroeder State Park. Maybe not. We did a little bit of touring in that area last year, right after the Tampa RV show, right before the pandemic, which makes me wish I had actually gone west. But anyway, some showers in DC, but overall nice overall. Yeah, it's that time of the year where it starts getting cold, and Dice que no se escucha muy bien que digamos. I do have. Are we having trouble with the audio? I could make it a little louder here, but I'm just using the MacBook Pro's speaker, which I know at the beginning. At the beginning it was low because for some reason I had this turned on. But how about if I turn this one on? Will I sound like a podcast? Hello, everybody. This is me just talking now with the podcast voice. But it's kind of uncomfortable, so I'm gonna go back to the other microphone and keep on going. Yvette Caraballo, hello, Alma Morales. When are you coming back to California, Santa Barbara area? Shout out Flying Flags RV Park. Flying Flags. Yeah, that's that. We got food poisoning somewhere around there when we went to Flying Flags, but we want to go back. We love that area. We love the Santa Ynez Valley. Tyrone Wicks, how are ya? And we are 45 minutes from Crater Lake. Come on over. Yes, Crater Lake is one of those places that I have left, like the iconic bucket list national parks in the United States. I mean, I've been to most of the great ones, not for long enough, but I've kind of done the check marks in most of the great national parks. But Crater Lake is one of those that I still want to go. Do you prefer Goodyear or Bridgestone wheels? I don't know. I have Goodyears on the Colorado. They're good. They've been good. Do a full Route 66 trip, please, all the way start to end. I don't know. I'm gonna watch KYD, and if I like what they do, I might do it. And eventually, I would like to do Route 66. The problem with Route 66 is that it doesn't exist in many places, and at the years back, I thought it was like a whole road again. But once you get into western Oklahoma and Texas, it's they built I-40 right on top of it, so there's not a whole lot to and then out west, like in western Arizona, California, a lot of it is abandoned, really. So it's kind of depressing, when you get to Twin Arrows, and yeah, they built a nice, very nice casino. I don't know if it's the Navajo that built it, but the original Twin Arrows is in ruins. Same happens out west in California when you go to Roy's Cafe and all the iconic places. Baghdad Cafe. Baghdad Cafe is still open, but we didn't feel like eating there. It wasn't too inviting. There was no one there. So, Don Barrett Walsh, say hello to our Canadian RVers. We just drove home to Florida from the Northeast, and 9 out of 10 RVs were from Canada. Actually, our neighbors here next door are from Quebec, and I want to welcome all our Canadian visitors for the winter, and I want to have a moment of silence for all of those who have winterized their RVs. That's very sad. Russo, thank you for that super chat. Thank you, appreciate it. Yo, Robert, does Minitini 3 feel like home yet? Yes, it does. It does. And I like having all this room. I don't know if I want to show you because it's kind of messy in here. But when the awning, when the slide is out, I mean, there's a lot more room in here than in Minitini 1 or 2. It would feel kind of cramped in Minitini 1. Oh, it says YouTube, you're not receiving enough signal. We might buffer here in a few. But 419 of you watching, thank you so much. But it does feel like home now. I do still intend on restoring Minitini 1 eventually. Making it look pretty. But we'll see. Crater Lake, if the boat tour is available, try to take it. The views from Wizard Island are fantastic. I'm gonna try to do as much as possible once I get there, especially once I get to the west, once I drive 3,000 miles across the country, see as much as possible, and that's gonna be the theme this coming summer. And in winter, I might not go all the way to the west. I'm thinking about it. It depends. Just put Continental Terrains on my Colorado. Awesome upgrade from Goodyear. Maybe I'll do that. I mean, if I'm gonna go out west, at some point I'm gonna have to change the tires if I'm gonna do any off-roading at all. Even though I'm two-wheel drive, so I cannot. Ask me how I know. I shouldn't do like sandy places. You'll see that in a video soon. But yeah, next year, man. Next year I want to upgrade to a new Silverado, but next year. That's in the future. Right now, it's nearly impossible to buy a car, let alone a truck. So, Steven Tennant, thank you for that super chat. As a combat veteran, thank you for your videos and adventures. You have inspired me to find remote job and hit the road in a Winnebago. Well, congratulations, congratulations, and happy belated Veterans Day, by the way. Uh, you should come back to Upper Michigan. Yes, I should. And Orlando Amador, saludos desde Puerto Rico, la isla del encanto. I want to go back to Puerto Rico as well. The stats, Robert, love to, so glad to catch you live. Thank you so much. And don't forget to tip your bartender. And Jan Dave, Route 66 in Arizona, like the best stretch between Kingman and Seligman. Longest remaining intact piece of the mother road. Yeah, that's the one that goes through. What's the name of the town with the burros? Today my memory is like it's gone. But I agree. I've taken that stretch of Route 66, and it's really, we're gonna do it again at some point. Hey, Mr. CLT, hello, Robert, and all you Pelican heads. Oh, by the way, now that CLT is here, it reminds me, if you're gonna be in the South Florida area on December 11th, mark your calendars. 3 p.m. Lost City Brewing Company. Google it, and we're gonna be there having a good time and eating and drinking some IPAs. Oh, CLT just posted it. There you go. Michelle K, where's all the regulars? All the regulars, many of the regulars are here, right? Jacqueline Gardner, hello there. But we got a lot of new Pelican heads here. Recently, Chipper Island Adventures. Maybe get to Gloucester, Massachusetts, home of the perfect storm. Wicked Tuna, Gorton's Fish. We were just in Massachusetts, and we probably won't be back until the fall, but we'll see. The RBDJ, what's the plan? What's Mr. Robaro's plan? Maybe break out the solo stove and some s'mores on New Year's. That solo stove, I'm intrigued. How do you like it, Mr. Robaro? I mean, it's kind of pricey, but I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued about the smokeless. That would be Peach Springs, Robert. I love that stretch of road. The town I'm thinking about is, and if I can kill the internet here for a second. Oh man. No, I can't. I have to look for the map, and this is what happens. My internet is kind of slow here. Oatsman is a town. Sometimes I just have to scroll the map because I know I don't remember the name of the place, but I always remember the general area in the map where a place is. I kind of position myself geographically. So, Bill, Utah, I have a Ranger fireplace. I like it. I'm looking for a fireplace, no, a fire ring for Pelicamp. I don't have one yet, and now the next time we go to Pelicamp, it's gonna get chilly at night. Chilly by Florida standards. Don't laugh, all of you up in Minnesota. It's gonna get in the 50s, 40s, maybe 30s on an occasional night. So, Ask Remy says thumbs up. No, thumbs up for Ask Remy if you ever visit travelingrobert.com, and still a work in progress. The new livingthervdream.com. I've been working on, and it's gonna take me months to get everything up to date, but I'm really working on that. is and Remy has been able to modernize both of those websites that I had that looked like something from 1999. So thank you, Remy. I really appreciate everything you've done, man. And
It's Alex Cruz's birthday.
it is. Where does he say it? Did he say it? Does he say it? Yes. Attention, Brower.
I'm telling you.
Oh, it is telling me. And by the way, it's it's Mr. CLT Alex Cruz's birthday, and but I want to say happy birthday, dear Alex. Happy birthday to you. You know, I have my teleprompter here. It's a live teleprompter. Her name is Ili. And how have you kept yourself healthy this last year while traveling? I want to travel, but I'm scared of COVID. You know, it's I've been I haven't been as careful as I should, to be honest about it. But I, especially on the year of the bad year, which was 2020, I pretty much kept to uninhabited places. I mean, probably the biggest city I visited was like Minot, North Dakota. You know, so it's and you know, kind of follow the rules and I mean, knock on particle board at being healthy. So. Oh man, the chat. I can't. I can't. Hello from Quebec, Canada. Quebec. My neighbor is from Quebec. His license plate. Uh, hey, Jim Foster. Hello, Sue. I can definitely vouch for the fact that you are irregular. What? Maybe I should pre-read before I read. Jacqueline Gardner, I'm so excited for the second half of your travels this past summer. Yeah, it's gonna be a slow burn. Because at the beginning, you know, we're gonna be in western Iowa. We're gonna visit Omaha, and this and that. But and then we're gonna, you know, travel east. Des Moines. Actually, Des Moines. The main thing is we got an exclusive. You know, normally not open to the public tour of the state capital, which I did back in 2019, but this was a totally different uh, visit tour, and then I'm thinking of making a long video about Ohio, starting in Toledo. We're gonna have the famous hot dog, and then Vermilion. We're gonna visit a winery, and then Cleveland, which is that great city on the south shore of Lake Erie, and Cuyahoga National Park. I want to put all that on a long video, which everybody seems to like those longer videos. Looking forward to leaving the snow behind. Hey, become a snowbird. Robert, please tell my husband Rick to wake up. Rick, wake up! Hey Robert, can you go to Guatemala and Honduras? I can. I should. I mean, we've been to Guatemala many years ago. Loved it. We went to Antigua, which is a town in Guatemala. It's one of these colonial towns, and you know all the streets are like cobblestone, and it was beautiful, beautiful. And I haven't kept in touch, but I had a very good friend from Honduras, from La Ceiba, Honduras. So I would love to visit both. Actually, we could do a Central America tour. You know, beginning Guatemala, finishing in Panama. And ask Remy, who listens to Robert's music every day. Every day, I do. Well, thank you, Remy, and I do too. Actually, while editing the videos, but thank you. And I'm overdue to make some new music. It's up here, and it's here in my phone, in my note taking app. It's I have a couple of tunes there. CLT, attention, Broward and Miami-Dade Pelican Heads, December 11 at 3 p.m. is our traveling rubber meetup at Lost City Brewery. Yeah, and if you live in Palm Beach or Collier or even Monroe, or what's the county north of here, and it's not Collier, Fort Myers, I forget the name. You can Come, yeah. When can we expect your Mount Washington video? Oh, it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be it's gonna be in January for sure. Yeah, maybe early January, but I mean I'm gonna try to make the videos as long as possible, just so I can uh, do as much as possible. Same with Rochester. Rochester is actually coming up probably in 2-3 weeks. When your Rochester was great. That was a great time we had in Rochester. Hello, Robert. Where are you spending Christmas this year? At home. We're gonna probably roast a pork shank or something like that, and just spend it with family. No traveling for Christmas this year. And Lee Green, thank you for that. No, I clicked on the wrong thing. Super chat. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. And did I miss another super chat? No, I didn't, right? I think I missed a super sticker from Jacqueline Gardner. So Jacqueline Gardner, thank you for that super sticker. I'm scrolling back here in my other window because maybe I didn't. Tyrone Wicks, thank you for that super chat. Here's to a long Ohio video. Ohio Pelican Heads, love you, Traveling Robert. And some Tyrone Wicks might make a cameo appearance in that video. I don't know, maybe not. Yeah. In any case, yeah, Thanksgiving. As soon as I get back to Miami, I'm gonna see what we're gonna do for Thanksgiving. But some kind of dinner will be involved. Traveling Robert, was there a new tune in the video where you flew over Pelican? I was sure I had heard something I had never heard before, and yes, kind of, sort of. It's a tune that I actually composed for our flight over San Antonio, which happened, same plane, same pilot. Well, I helped, but over San Antonio, and I created. It was based on another tune that I made for when we went in Texas in 2019, which was called Texas is Hot. But I kind of took the same rhythm, and Texas is Hot. Is Hot was a very simple, almost like a loop kind of tune, and I built on that, and that's what I used for that. And it's called the Texas Elevated. It's not available yet, but it's gonna be available by the end of the year, at least in iTunes and all the other places. Wait, they don't call it iTunes anymore. It's now Apple Music, right? Wood Remy, I just ordered one of the last 2020 soundtrack CDs. Looking forward to those new tracks. Thank you. And Dookie Chips in the house. Hola Roberto. Hello Dookie Chips. And Jacqueline Gardner, no worries, you're busy. Yeah. These chats, man, it's Patricia Walsh, thank you for that super chat. John and Patricia Walsh from San Carlos, California say, join us for sushi, early dinner here. Looking forward to virtual travel with you this weekend. Thank you. And speaking of Cessnas and the pilots, here's Jason Bergeron. Hola everyone. Hello Jason. Are you back in Texas? Robert, how come your audio is way lower than your opening song? Well, at the beginning of the video, I had the wrong microphone selected, and yeah, I don't know. It's I let me check on something real quick, because I have no way to monitor myself here. But let me see. Yeah, I don't know why they are. Hello. It should be a lot louder now. In any case, I'm sorry if the audio was too low. Now it's gonna be at a. Please adjust your potentiometers. Do you recommend any RV resort? Where? I've been to a few RV resorts in my time, and a lot of them are good. Yeah, maybe the audio is too loud now, huh? Hold on. Let me lower it just a little bit, because one thing is to have low audio, but it's even worse when the audio is over modulating. So I'm sorry for any audio issues. I'm gonna see if I can fix that here in the near future. Campesio, hey Robert, can I say happy birthday to Uncle Andres. He turns 90 tomorrow, and he really like your videos. Well, Andres, happy birthday, Andres. Happy birthday to you. 90, huh? Hello, Robert. We follow your adventures from Italy. Have you ever visited Italy? Well, technically, I have set foot on Italian soil, but I have never really visited. So, no. And whenever we do the European road trip, which is probably going to happen next year, I would love to. I would love to visit Italy. Of course, Italy is such a big country that 2 weeks wouldn't even be enough to scratch the surface. You know, you have the north, you have the. Of course, I would love to see Milan and the Cinque Terre and Florence and Pisa and Venice, and then down to Rome and Naples and Mount Vesuvio and Pompeii, and you know, eventually go to the Capri and down to Sicily and all the other areas that are less known, like Umbria and all that. But yeah, can you take the Winnebago to Mexico, Michelle K? I'm gonna try. The thing with these Winnebagos that I'm borrowing from Winnebago, it's they still have dealer plates, so they're in theory not my property, so it could be sketchy getting them across the border. So that's one of the things that I'm gonna talk to them at the Tampa RV show. I'm gonna see if we can do something. Otherwise, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take Minitini I. I'm gonna fix Minitini I up and take Minitini I. Thank you, Martin Wyman, for that super chat. Kristen and I will see you in Quartzsite 2023. Yeah, 2022 is not gonna happen. I've decided. I mean, I might be. We might do the crazy thing, and after we do what we want to do in January and February, we might make a quick, run to the west. It all depends. It all depends on many things, and that's why I'm not planning this upcoming trip too much. I'm confident that during the weekdays I'm gonna be able to find something, and then on the weekends, we'll boondock somewhere or figure something out. Odalis Hernandez, how is your lot in North Florida? Do you recommend the lot area? I mean, it's a very rural area. It's very out. It's not close to any big cities, and that's why the land, especially at the time when I bought it, was relatively inexpensive. The prices have doubled since I bought that land, but yeah, I recommend it. It's very quiet. People are nice. It feels more like southern Georgia than Florida. And unless you are from that part of Florida, the whole north of Florida feels very, very southern in a sense, but people have that southern hospitality. It's good. Gord Chiquin, audio was loud. We could hear that quiet AC. Audio was so loud. Yeah, the AC is on. Actually, the compressor is not on right now because it's probably like 70 something out there, but in the outside. But yeah, I will work on my audio for next week. This week I couldn't even rehearse. I just came from the boat, grabbed my IPA, did all the settings, and I had to do an extra setting because the last live stream I did was the Minitini Lounge, which is on a different YouTube channel. So I had to tell this software that I use, Ecamm Live, to switch to the other Minitini to the YouTube channel. Thoughts on more interesting sets for live chats? Well, I was gonna do it outside, but it's dark out there, so it wouldn't make for a very interesting set. Last week we did it out. No, was it last week? The week before we did it outdoors at Pelicamp before a live audience. Do you like Las Vegas, Nevada? I like Las Vegas. I used to like it more in the past than now, but Las Vegas is that kind of town that once you arrive there, it feels like fun. It feels like fun is going to be had. So I like it. I like the shiny lights. We might, whenever we go back out west, at some point in the trip, we're gonna make a stop in Las Vegas, and they have a pretty nice KOA actually. Hello, Natalie Driscoll from Down Under. And Mr. Roboto, IPA should always be the priority. I agree. Did you touch the boat? What boat? We just went on a boat, like the Sunset Cruise. FYI, your volume is fine. The problem could be the volume on the device. By the way, nice deal. And lots of work at Pelicamp. Yeah, thank you. No, Pelicamp was a lot of work, but it was so much fun. It was so rewarding to know that I mean, I had help, of course, but that I did most of that. That I wired those RV pedestals, and it's like having my own private RV park, which was mainly the whole idea behind it. In the Philippines, you would need a cabin cruiser to visit the Thousand of Islands with beautiful beaches and spectacular sunsets. Not an RVA, houseboat. I smell houseboat. Question: Plan C, take Minitini I to Alaska in 2022. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to have it ready, Alaska ready by 2022. But any plans for a meetup at the Tampa RV show? I know there's a plan, and I spoke to the gentleman in charge, and he was like on the fence about doing a meetup because he doesn't know if he has like a location or anything else. But there's gonna be a Winnebago owners meetup, and I don't remember exactly the date, at the Winnebago booth, and the marketing lady for Winnebago, she told me that to promote it. So I will promote it, and I mean, you could be a potential Winnebago user, right? So I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be invited to that. So Robert, how do you think about traveling to Arizona Desert Bar at May? Mana from Brazil. I don't know if they're open in May. That Desert Bar only opens a couple of months, in the winter when the snowbirds are there. I think by March it's probably closed. Bill Utah, Robert, I signed up for Surfshark via your link. Impressive service. I'm glad you like it. They've been good to me, and pretty much every month they keep renewing. So. Jacqueline Gardner, Robert, you do whatever you can. I enjoy your life no matter where it is. Bob Liz, you're not quitting, are you? You do, we'll find you. You can't hide from your fans. People recognize you wherever you go. Yeah, actually, someone recognized me yesterday here, and today, actually, a gentleman and his wife, he texted me through the Facebook page, and he asked me, "Hey, can we meet?" And he met me at the line for the Sunset Cruise. We spoke there, for a few minutes while we waited for them to board, and it's so cool to meet people on the road. Natalie Driscoll, how was the cruise? The cruise was fabulous. It actually was better than I expected. I expected, let's go around the bay, but the guides super humorous, everything cool. We went through all the houses of all these very rich people, they're palaces, really, a lot of these houses. We saw dolphin like frolicking with the boat, and then even though it was cloudy, we got a glimpse of the sunset. So it was great. Definitely money was spent, and you're gonna see it in a video in about 6 months. So it's gonna be a great video. Jason Bergeron, hey, CLT FXC back in June. Oh yeah. Okay. Will you be going back to the Durango KOA? I might, actually. I don't think it is a KOA anymore. They're new owners, and they invited me to go back, just as like just so I corroborated that it's not the same owners, that they want to come clean, like for me to go back, and yeah. Please don't forget Southwest Ohio. Ohio is such a big state and such a great state. At some point, I'm gonna go back to Southwest Ohio. But on this particular trip last summer, we just hugged the coast of Lake Erie. Hey, John Shocker from Waterbury, Connecticut. I wish you'd come visit. We would love to have you. I'm Mother Illy, and would have welcomed you. I thought about contacting you because we just drove through Waterbury, Connecticut. But next time around, we were in a rush. We were kind of in a little bit of a rush at that. Mosquito bit me right here today at some point. Coyote Monterosso, I'm so glad to talk to you on the chat. Thank you for being here. Daniel Aranas, thank you from Venezia Hotels, Subic Bay, Philippines. Would you recommend uploading the whole Vermont video and the whole New Hampshire video for me to see what you're doing there? Thank you. That's gonna be uploaded probably in about, let's be realistic, in about a month. And they're both gonna be relatively long videos. What is your favorite Western state? I want to say Arizona. And for those of you who know me for a long time, I want to say Arizona. And but then again, there's California too. And there's Utah. And there's Colorado. And Montana, Wyoming. But there's something about Arizona. Skidids, thanks TR. We want to see where you are and experience it with you. Yes, we are here. By the way, we are here in Naples, Florida, for you just joining us. I know we have right now 478 of you watching, and in Naples, Florida, drinking a New England IPA. There you go. Any thoughts on a Washington D.C. video on Mount Vernon? At some point, I want to go back to Washington D.C. I've been there a couple of times. That one will require a little more planning. I want to make reservations to go to the top of the Washington Monument, and yeah, it's. I definitely want to go back to DC and make a video, but I don't know when. It's not in the immediate plans. Yvette Caraballo, Minitini Lounge was so much fun last Saturday. When is the next one? Putting my request in early for some Mark Anthony, please. Definitely, and the next one is gonna be sometime in December. I don't know exactly when, but let's shoot for early December. Don de la Hausai. Thank you, Robert. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you, Robert, for all the wonderful video. Kim and Dan, thank you so much, Kim and Dan. And braised beef is brilliant. Thank you for that super chat. Whenever I go camping, my wife keeps reading. Flatulation is a common problem sometimes. Jim in DC, we can certainly help with DC. I know, yeah, your name says it all. Jim in DC. You know, I know some places you're not supposed to film in DC. I know it's that kind of place. You know, it's the state capital. There's a lot of security. The more, you know, I remember when I went in the 90s. You know, you could walk to right in front of the White House. You could walk anywhere. You could go to the top of the Washington Monument unannounced. You know, you didn't have to make a reservation. All that has changed. So some planning is required for DC. Daniela Ranas, driving through New Mexico, Arizona, even California. I'm gonna get my kick. Oh my God, you make me want to go back to the West. When in DC, check out Cherry Hill Campground. Yes, I've heard of that place. I know the metro, the subway stops there. So yeah, definitely that's probably the place where I'm gonna try to stay. If no, when I go back to DC. The videos are amazing. Thank you. Much support from Texas. And Texas, another state that I want to go back to. I've only seen like the southern portion. I want to go up to Dallas and visit our friend Paul Fossey. Okay, I have to clean my RV. I'm out. No, now at night, the cold. No, man, don't clean. I need to clean my RV too. Actually, Minitini I. I need to spend like a week in Pelicamp just to clean Minitini I like well the way it deserves it. Oh, you're gonna clean it in the morning, okay? Robert, you're not too far from the Fakahachi Strand Preserve, where the events from the book The Orchid Thief took place. Have you ever been there? No, I have not. So many places in Florida is such a large state, so many places that I haven't seen. And in about 10 minutes we're gonna start wrapping it up because we haven't had dinner, believe it or not. So and we had a late start here, and I don't know if we have any restaurants close by, but I'm sure Ili's gonna do some research and we're gonna find I know that the closest brewery is like 15 minutes away, so we may not want to drive that much. There's Uber here too, so Elaine 0166, hello Robert, please say hi to Reese in Leeds at uni. We love your version of Brick House. Yes, I'm glad you like it. Dookie Chips, you can now walk on the tomb of the unknown soldier in Washington DC. That would be cool, actually. Jim Tudor, thank you for that super chat. New to your channel, as I just bought a 22 1708 FB, similar to your first Micro Mini. Really enjoying both, and the new Winnie. Well, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, that original floor plan. The bathroom is on the smallish side, but it's so nimble, so easy to tow, and it's always the same. And yeah, it's almost like having a towable camper van, if you will. Papa Drew, Traveling Robert, happy Friday, bro. I just posted a bunch of schoolie updates on your Facebook group. I'll check them out for sure. When you're coming to Florida. Do you have any campground suggestion to stay if we can get into the Tampa RV Show campground in January? Well, I know for a fact that they have a rally where they give you water and electric. I know for a fact that's sold out. You can boondock in the parking lot. I believe it's $25 a night or $30. And there's a campground. It's not awfully close. It's like 10 minutes. And we've stayed there a couple of times. You know, it's basic, but it's totally adequate. It's called Happy Travelers RV Park. And we've stayed there before. Thank you, Louis Bezares, for that super sticker. It's a microphone. Yeah, I could probably use you could always use a new microphone, right? Tomb of the Unknown open just for this week. Okay. Jose O'Farrell. Robert, saludos all your fans here at my house. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. And Mohammed Al Hindi, how are you? I'm doing great. We're doing great. We're here in Naples, Florida. We're having a good time. And, you know, we were overdue for some Florida videos, and that's what we're doing, what we're filming. And I've been, of course, working on Robert, is there a way for guests to stay at beautiful Pelicamp? Not at the moment. In fact, we only have two sites. One of them is for Minitini I, one of them is for Minitini III. But in the future, I intend to have a guest site and like a tiny house with facilities and stuff. And we may from time to time have guests, but it's not something that I'm gonna that I'm gonna have it as a public RV park. Are you planning to visit Pinery Provincial Park in Ontario? I didn't know it. I didn't even know about it. But whenever we do the Trans Canada, I want to visit as much as possible in Canada, including Ontario. So, what's your favorite city in North Carolina? Now, Asheville is pretty cool. Wilmington is pretty cool. And Waynesville is pretty cool. My friend Roberto Gomez lives in Wilmington, so I'm a little partial to that. But anything in the mountains, and I haven't visited as many cities in North Carolina. Of course, Charlotte is very nice too. But of course, old Kia died just north of Charlotte in Mooresville. So, yeah. Papa Drew, I want to be there in Florida early January, but the composting potty will be backed up. Sorry about the bad pun. 12 weeks went to 19 weeks. So, here. How do you like that composting potty? I'm not sold on those, man. Actually, Outliers Overland just showed this. It's like a Swedish toilet that separates. It's like a composting in that sense. But you're basically pooping in a bucket. So I don't know. Wilmington, Delaware. No, Wilmington, North Carolina. It's a super cute town. If you ever watched, I'm gonna confess, I used to watch Dawson's Creek back in the late '90s, and it was filmed there. Can we have a Christmas show? Yeah, we might do a Christmas Minitini lounge and chestnuts roasting on an open fire and all that good stuff. Song request, Free My RV. I'm gonna sing that in exactly 4 minutes to close the show. Let's have a moment of silence for old Kia. Yeah, that was a very comfortable SUV. Greetings from cold and blistery Indiana. Cold and blustery. Oh, in Balmy, Indiana, where Minitinis are made. Hey, Red Jaguar! Traveling Robert, I've been invited to check out area near you, so don't be surprised if you don't catch me out that way. Hey, come on over down to Florida. I mean, it's getting awfully cold in Pennsylvania. You should come down. Favorite place to camp in the fall? Well, for the first time, I experienced the Northeast, and the colors. The colors are incredible. So that's my new favorite place to camp in the fall. Do you ever plan on doing any NASCAR events? We'll be in Daytona in February. I don't know. I was never a big fan of automobile races, but I think that would be cool. Maybe one of these days I'll do that you boondock in the middle of the field, and that would be cool. I watched the video of composting potty, not sold out right now. I'm not happy because of the lead time. Once I can see it and try it out, I'll give you my review. It's okay, man. Composting. Robert, Nati sends you an Ili saludos. She's watching with me. Hey, Nati and Amoranto. We have to get together one of these days once again and repeat what we did last year. Or was it last summer? I know what you did last. Never mind. Question: what year did you buy old Kia? I bought it in 2004 in Davie. Was it Davie, Florida, or was it? Was up there? It was in Broward County. I drove like half an hour, 40 minutes. It's the only dealer that had the one that I wanted. Are you thinking of visiting Dubai? I'm not, but my mom is actually. She's getting something maybe for New Year's, and I would love to visit Dubai, but in the future. So everybody, I'm gonna start traveling road. Let me know if you want NASCAR experience. I'll let you know for sure. Maybe not this year, but maybe in the future. Robert, ever do Skype with your fans? Would be cool. What I've done is on Patreon I've done Zoom meetings, and I'm overdue. I should do one soon, but in the past I've done like virtual meetups. I don't know if I could do it with everybody. I mean, how many windows can you have on Zoom? But I've done it with patrons and members, and it's been a lot of fun. Actually, I should do it again at some point. Falling Water State Park. Yes, I've heard of that place. One of these days. Well, everybody, I'm gonna start wrapping this up. Before that, we're gonna say happy birthday to Kaylee or Kylie. Happy birthday, dear Kylie. Happy birthday to you. Let me know if you need some tips for Dubai. I travel through there a lot. I just want to see the tallest building in the world, and I hear it's one of those places, right? But oh man, this is pretty good. It's called Don't Worry, Be Happy. So everybody, thank you so much for hanging out on this Friday evening. Of course, we took it a little longer because we started late, but we're gonna look for a place here within 5 miles of the campground and go have some dinner. And I'll see you next Friday. Next Friday, coming to you from the Florida Keys. So this is gonna be a location live stream. Next Friday. The following Friday, we're probably gonna be in Miami. So in any case, thank you for being here. Have a great weekend, because I'm riding in my RV whenever I want to be, because I'm free in my RV. Thank you, Daniel Ruiz, for that super chat. Say hello to my grandson, Ethan. Hey, grandson, Ethan. Hello there. I'll see you guys next Friday. Probably a little earlier, but same YouTube channel. Bye now. I'm going to eat. Have a great weekend.